Hello guys and welcome back to the channel where today we're opening another booster box. Today's booster box is OP14, the Azure C7. Incredible set. Obviously our main chase would be the manga, which is Mihawk, but you have a ton of SP cards in this set that seem to be doing really well at the moment. Now the obvious thing for me would be that the market itself is a tiny bit mental. Like, if you're looking for cards, I'd probably, like anything, wait for the dip. There seems to be huge interest in the sets right now, huge interest in booster boxes, massive interest in like packs themselves, little carrot secret rare. And because of that, it's making it much harder to just attain any set. Like, it's hard to just go and pick up a booster box now unless you're paying X amount of money off a scalper pretty much. One of the problems that I've got is, and that I've seen recently, is the last time I was in the Bandai store, they basically told me, we have booster boxes, but we're not selling them. And I was like, what? And they were like, yeah, we've got OP9, 11, we've got 14, 6, and they're just sitting out the back. And I said, well, why? And they went, well, we're hoping that the scalping issue dies down. We're hoping that if we stop selling them at the rate that we're selling them, nice little secret rare there, then it will discourage sellers from selling them at such a high price. And I thought, well, let me try and understand this a bit, right? You're going to refuse to sell boxes at retail, so the only boxes people can get would be the boxes in which they'd have to buy off a scalper. And I don't know if you're with me on this, but the second that you can only buy off a scalper is the second that they control the market and hold the prices. Because if I can't go into a shop and buy a booster box, but I can go online and buy one, more people are going to be tempted to go online and spend tons of money trying to chase a card. That's quite a nice one for just standard rare, as opposed to just quite simply buying the card itself. You could probably, with the amount that people are spending, like I'm seeing 300 and upwards for OP13, and when they're refusing to sell boxes of it in the shop, people can only use the £300 margin that's been placed online, because that's the only card that you can use. Nice little Luffy secret rare. Sorry, because it's the only box that you can buy. If I can't go in the shop and buy it, but I can go online and buy it for 3 times the amount of price, you're leaving me no option. As someone that wants to be able to open packs, rip through booster boxes and do it for a YouTube, it's basically impossible, because I'm not spending the price that I could get 3 boxes for in retail on one booster box to pull nothing for a video. It's too much of a gamble. So the market itself is in a very strange place One Piece wise. I'm even seeing things like binders and etc. Binders that you can pick up in the shop for 50 quid going for 125 to 150 online. I'm just a bit kind of annoyed at the Pokemon scalpers jumping over and trying to just constantly turn everything that they can get their hands on into massive profit. Because you are just taking away from general collectors, people that want to play the game, or people that just want to collect, people that have massive interest in it. You're just making it a lot harder for those people to attain something that they were interested in, that you've realised you might be able to make X amount off. And that's just making it very, very stressful at this point. Oh, a nice little crocodile there. It's a nice version of the card, rather the alt art version. I'm always chasing alt arts. That is my big thing, is alt arts. But even recently, I went into a local shop near me. They had booster boxes of 14 on the release date. Went in, they said, yeah, sorry about that, it's 150 a box. And I said, but why? And they said, oh, you know, and that was it. I was like, well, what? What do I know? You're just telling me that you know, got to sell them for that. But you don't, do you? And normally, I would pick up a box. I'd say, do you know what? All right, yeah, 150, I'll do it. And this time was one of the first times I went, no, you're all right. And he went, oh, you don't want one? And I said, nah, I'm all good, mate. And he was like, okay. Normally, he knows that I come in and I buy like 1 or 2 boxes. And that was another thing. There's also now a hold on boxes all over. So in that local store, in which I normally go and buy from, there was no limits on One Piece. I know there is in Bandai, etc., but there was no limits. I went to go get OP14, it was one of everything. It's like starter decks. Like, yeah, just you can only get 1 starter deck. And I'm pretty sure you need like 2 to play. So, big shout out to the scalpers out there who are just making the hobby incredibly hard for everyone to do anything with. Hopefully it does die down, but I can't see it dying down. Not with the way it's going. Chew. Ice Time. Mr. 2 as a secret rare. But it is interesting to think, like, they think the hype for it's going to die down. Realistically, you want to ride the wave. If you're the shop, if you're Bandai, as opposed to you holding back all of your stock, just try and produce more of it. I can't understand what they're doing. The more boxes that they produce, the harder it becomes for scalpers. With them withholding boxes, it literally makes it an easier job for scalpers to sell at ridiculous prices. Sorry for my venting session throughout this entire video, but it's been on my mind for a minute. Nice Doflamingo Liga. And a nice little secret rare VV. Now for me, my main chases are always going to be any SP. I really want the Boa Hancock SP. Absolutely love it. Should have just bought it. It's now an extortionate price. I'm seeing it go for like £1,000 for an SP. That is mental. That shouldn't be happening. Kaido. Ooh. Oh, it's a nice alt art there. Kikana Joe. I really like that card. Always chasing alt arts. I just want a binder full of them. Buffalo, Igaram, Salamander, Mr. 9, Scratch Manapu, Miss Golden Week, Gecko Moria, Brickbat, Zorro, and a Rayleigh. I was chatting way too much through this video, venting out my frustrations, barely read any of the cards. Victoria Sindri, Don't Worry I'm Here, Usaka, Koala, Coffin Boat, Cavendish, Luffy, and we got a Miss All Sunday. I like that secret rare. We are still hunting an SP though. I've never pulled one in this set. I find it really weird. I've pulled loads of SPs. But in OP14 where there's like 9, no luck at all. Witness people pull them. Saw a guy buy 6 packs the other day, as that's the limit in the store. Bought 6 packs and pulled the Boa Hancock SP. I was like, are you joking me? But that is the luck of the draw. That's how it works. It's almost like a massive gamble. Like anything in cards is. Mr. 1. Down to our final 3 packs now. Sarah, Wala, just going through these. Killer, Hazuki, Bird Neptunian, Beppo, hate Hawkins, Usopp, Shanks, Kaido, and a Don card. Got Oink Chunk, Daimati, Johnny, Newgate, Kamazo, Usaka, the Marco Gang, Bullet String, Mihawk as a leader, not the ult though, Miss Golden Week, Absalom, ooh, and an alt art rare of Perona. Seems to be a wizard at pulling Perona's alt arts. It looks like after pulling these 3, this is the final pack, and us pulling anything out of it would be an absolute miracle. Kinemon, Hannibal, Kumasi, Porsche. I heard the sounds of a lady's teardrops falling. Igaram, I never bother. Fisher Tiger, Gorgon Sisters, Jinbei, and Rosanati in Law. Actually quite a nice SR there. Nothing too crazy in today's pulls. If you have made it this far, feel free to like, comment, subscribe. And I really appreciate you listening to me natter on and vent my frustrations about how One Piece is going at the moment. But today we managed to pull the Crocodile, not the alt art. We love an alt art. We got a Perona there as well. This is the alt art version of the card. Really quite nice. And then we got the Kikana Joe as well. Nice little alt art secret rare there. But as always, appreciate your time. I'll try and grab another booster box when I can of the OP14 so that we can chase an SP just to try and get it on the channel. But as always, if you made it this far, thanks for watching. Peace.